So what's going on, guys? DIY Dan again, and today I'm doing an update video on my Christmas decorations. We've built a couple new things, added a couple things. I'm going to touch a little bit on how much electricity this takes to operate these decorations and go over really quickly how I store this stuff so it's not in my way year round. So let's get to it. So I wanted to come up with a way to put some lighting in my tree branches, and I thought these snowflakes looks pretty cool. We got them on clearance again after Christmas. I think we paid less than $3 a piece for them. So it's just a piece of tie wire that I wrapped around these snowflakes and bent it to a hook. I use stainless steel tie wire so I don't have to worry about it rusting. Now these are individually plugged in, and I believe I've got about 15 of them in this tree. But it's not that bad because you can also get these extension cords clearanced out after Christmas that has an outlet, and then about 4 or 5 feet, and then another outlet, and then 4 or 5 feet, and another outlet. So that's how we wired these in. It went pretty smooth, and it's just a nice, easy way to put some lighting in your tree branches without running light strands, which I tried it. It's a pain. Don't want to do it no more. So this is one of my new additions, guys, that I put together here. This is a metal Letter to Santa box we got on clearance. A piece of 4-inch PVC that I had left over from another project, and a couple end caps, an ABS end cap and then just a regular PVC end cap with an old dog stake. So I'm going to take this old cap. Obviously I didn't buy this new because I got holes for other stuff, but that's not going to matter. I'm going to mount that to the bottom of here. So I just use some little bolts and some washers in the existing holes. Drilled a couple holes through the mailbox and put some nuts on top. It's a little tedious to do this, but once you do it the first time, you just store it with them together, and it's nice and easy for the next year. And then you can also use tape to do this. I'm just using this little plastic piece. Obviously you don't want to cinch that down too hard, so you squeeze the wire, but just enough tension to hold it there. So this was an old dog stake I had, and I went ahead and drilled a couple holes and ground out the area so that fits in there. So I staked that into the ground, set the PVC tube in, and now I'm just going to set the lid on top. So this was another project I put together, guys. It was a metal lantern. Got it after Christmas, clearanced out for less than $5 a piece. We got this one here and got that one over there. Now I'm using garden stakes to hold these in place, just tall garden stakes, but I did have to use some extra ropes to hold them because these are made of metal, so they're actually pretty heavy, and they were weighing it down. They were originally intended for putting candles in. However, I wanted to use them with light bulbs and have them come on with the rest of my decorations. So what I did was I went ahead and drilled a hole with a hole saw in the bottom of these two. Alright, and then I used a old reptile lamp that I wasn't using anymore, 2 of them actually, and all you have to do is unscrew this item here, take the heat shield off, and then you can reinstall it and use it. So that's what I did here, and then I got some old school looking lighting, put that in there. Now I'm going to hang these on either side of my RV gate, but if you're not hanging them, you can also go to Lowe's and get more of this style of outlet or socket and just anchor it and then screw it in there. I didn't have 2 of these, so I decided to go ahead and use these old reptile lamps. So if you end up using this style of outlet, instead of going and buying a cord, what I always do is if I have an old appliance go bad or something, anything with a cord on it, I cut the cord off before I throw it away for silly little projects like this. I've got a bucket of cords. All right. So you cut that off, and then all you got to do is wire that into that side and that into that side, and you'd have your power supply. So this is how I store all my Christmas stuff. All right. There's a couple gaps right now because I've already got my decorations up, but I wanted to show you this. I've got a 3-car tandem garage, and I've got the shelving going all the way around it, and 95% of it is Christmas. Now, the shelving's about 2 feet from the ceiling, I believe, and it's about 2 feet wide. Now, all I did to mount this is I've got 2x4s anchored into the ceiling through the studs with some 3-inch drywall screws. I've got a 2x4 anchored into the wall, some 2x4 cross braces going underneath, and then one more 2x4 that's anchored into those cross braces, and then with some 1x3 or 1x4 anchored from the 2x4 that's in the ceiling down to that third 2x4. For the actual shelf, I just bought some OSB board. 4x8 sheets are only about 10 bucks, and then ripped that in half. I went ahead and used some 1x2 just for some trim to make it look a little nicer, and then went ahead and siliconed it in. I wanted to show you how I transitioned around the actual garage door rail, so I didn't waste any space there. So we've been adding Christmas decorations every year for the last 4 or 5 years. When I originally started doing the decorations, I decided to add a programmable outlet. So I added this one right here and added about 3 outlets to the exterior of the house. About 3 or 4 years ago, we started blowing the breaker on this, and I decided to add another programmable outlet and a couple more outlets outside. So I did that. This year, we are blowing this one. So I'm using these 2 circuits and the exterior house circuit to run that front yard. So just something to keep in mind when you start getting more and more decorations. It's not all going to run off of one circuit. As far as the power goes and the cost of it, we haven't noticed a substantial amount of increase. Maybe 20 bucks. I don't think it's much more than that. So I've got my show box going. Hopefully you can hear that. And you can see my lanterns that I put in, my Letters to Santa box right there, the other lantern going. That was the main additions, and then obviously the snowflakes in the tree, which I really like. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll start doing a yearly update and let you know what I add on. And hope to see you next time. Have a good one. Later.